is the best. No, I just gotta do this interview, so like, just hang out with me. It's not even a big deal. Yeah, like, I don't know, who knows.
Yo, you're 7 hours late.
Hello, it's me. Yo, welcome back to How to Cake It. This week I made an MTV cake. I love music. Oh, I brought my homie, I hope you don't mind. This is Sir Squeeze. You know, my fans love him too, so. The MTV Awards are coming up soon, and this week's cake is all about the top 5 nominees for Song of the Year. Is that okay?
I have a different vibe today, yo. Usually you're like, you know, laughing and we joke around.
Honestly, that was so like 1,999,999. To make my MTV Awards cake, I baked 30 pounds of my ultimate vanilla cake. It's the MTV Awards. It's gotta be big. It's gotta be like large. I dyed my cake batter 5 different bright colors and baked them in 5 different cake pans. I'll put the colors I use and the description of how I divided my batter in a link below. Once my cakes were baked and cooled, I removed them all from their pans and I leveled them and cut off the caramelization from the bottom. To create my staircase, naturally I created templates. So I used 5 different cake boards and I cut them to the size that I wanted my cakes to be. I wanted to make sure that all of my cakes decreased in size by 2 inches in length and 2 inches in width, so that when I stack them one on top of the other, they will look like a gorgeous staircase leading up to the stage. Hold on a minute. Yeah, can we get somebody to make my templates? Yeah, I feel like, exactly. Where were we? My 2 smallest cakes are actually square, so I need to cut them in half and stack one half on top of the other to create a rectangle. Once all 5 cakes are trimmed into the perfect shape, I have to simple syrup them. Yeah, you know you helped me with that. I can't take all the credit for that. That's my boy. Simple syrup really helps to lock in the moisture in my cakes while I decorate them. You can get your own simple syrup bottle at howtocakeit.com. You did amazing. You gotta come back on the next video, for sure. You know what it's time for? Crumb Coat and chill. Jocelyn, where are my backup dancers?
I'm so sorry, I totally forgot about that.
I'm not doing this choreo alone. I'm not. I'm just...
No!
Can we get dancers? Can we get dancers?
Orhan, cue dancers.
Crumb Coat and chill. I'm working on some new choreo.
Yeah, that was a lot of like...
I feel like it represents buttercream a lot more. Now that my crumb coat is set, I'm gonna ice my cakes again and chill them. These stairs need to be perfect and straight. I'm really focusing on the sides, which will be our steps. Now that all 5 of my cakes are iced beautifully with sharp corners, it's time for fondant. So I roll out my black fondant into big slabs, making sure that I have enough length for the longest cake, which is the bottom tier. From now on, I no longer use fondant. I use fondant. Can we get rid of all the fondant in the back and order fondant, please?
It's the same thing.
It is not. It has a Beyonce accent at the end. First thing I need to do is measure the height of all my cakes, and hopefully they're all the same. And they are. I will not have uneven stairs on my stage. I'm going to cut my fondant slabs into strips that are the right height for each one of my cakes. I cover the opposite shorter sides of the cakes with strips of fondant, smoothing the strips on with my fondant smoother, and then I place them in the fridge to chill. Now I need to trim all of the strips flush to the cake and then cover the remaining 2 opposite sides with more strips of fondant. Now I take a look at the tops of all my cakes, and wherever I see any little dips, I just take a little more Italian meringue buttercream with an offset spatula and fill in those gaps because I want these steps to be nice and flat. Oh, my Instagram is going crazy. Everybody wants to know who designed this t-shirt. You can actually get your own at howtocakeit.com. I had the designer actually make a few of them. You're welcome. Okay, ladies, now let's get information. I'm gonna stack all 5 of my cakes one on top of the other to form a staircase. I wanna make sure to measure that there's equal distance on either side where the steps come up. And what are you doing? I'm doing an interview and I see this girl with a unicorn pen dancing on the top of her laptop.
That you got me.
That's not for work, that's for your leisure time. Now I need to roll out some more black fondant slabs so that I can cut strips to cover the tops of each cake. Well, whatever is exposed. I work step by step, starting from the bottom up, making sure to measure the thickness of the fondant strips that I needed. I cut my black fondant strips, I covered the 2 sides of the top of the cake and the front, and then I cut a diagonal seam to remove the excess fondant. I repeat this process for the other 3 steps. Can I just take a moment to give a shout out to my VIPs? Hey VIPs, what's up? I just want to say thank you for going to howtocakeit.com and signing up to be a VIP, because I sent you this video last night before it went up on YouTube. I see you in the comments. And now for the stage. Who's preparing my stage tonight?
You.
Okay, well, make sure to measure. I will not have a crooked stage. And then to cut your fondant to the perfect measurements and lay that fondant onto the stage perfectly before I go on.
Did you mismeasure it at first?
No. Did you just ask me if I mismeasured?
I'm so sorry. I clearly don't know you.
We
but
can
that
go.
is accurate
We can
today.
go. I need to bring this stage to life with music. So I decided to write lyrics from the top 5 nominated songs on the riser of each step. I need to start cutting out all my letters. Most of the letters on the cake are actually just white gum paste cut out with a tappet. I'll put a link below to the one I used. For the song titles, I actually took it a step further. Yeah, I made more templates. I know. I not only made the color of the gum paste for each tier the same as the cake inside, but I also used the actual font used for each song. Sorry is actually just, I blew up a picture of Justin Bieber holding a sign that said sorry and just took the letters. Hello was the most difficult one. I cut that one last because it's thin letters. Thanks, Adele. Next time, think of my cakes, please. Honestly, the font, it's not good for cakes.
It's so true.
I knew she had a flaw. I knew it! You know, I was in the studio working on this cake forever. Like, it was just me and Sasha. And I actually had to call my producer, Jocelyn, and say, like, hey girl, I can't do this. I need time. I need rest. And I've got to give this my all.
That actually happened.
That actually happened. This was a how to cake it first. I called Jocelyn. Look, it's me. I called Jocelyn. I was like, Jocelyn, I can't do this. It was like 11 at night, and the next step was to place all these letters on the cake. And I was like, I can't see, and my hands are, I can't do it. So yeah, Sasha and I went home and slept, came here the next morning, and it was the right decision for the show. I really think it was the right decision for the show. It's time to place all these letters on my cake. Thank goodness it's morning and I'm awake right now. Before placing the lyrics on each step, I actually laid out the whole sentence on top of a ruler so I could measure how much room it would take up and make sure to center it on the front of each tier. Because there's nothing worse than just guessing and starting to place the letters and realizing I can't fit all of Hotline Bling on one tier. Oh, I know when that hotline blings. Hi, Mr. K. How's your day going? Yeah, they have me doing another interview. Yeah, I'll be done. I'm with Sir Squeeze. Cool. He's right here. Why? Want to talk to him? Yes, I'm with Sir Squeeze. We're just friends. You know he does my simple syruping. Stop looking at those magazines. Okay. Love you. Men. I'm going to place the MTV logo right on the surface of the stage. That way when I'm giving my performance and you see like the bird's eye view and the camera's panned by me, like you'll see that logo. I basically cut out some strips of white gum paste with a strip cutter and formed the logo strip by strip around my template. For the T and the V, I cut them out of white gum paste and placed them in at the end.
Yo, the stage is set. It's ready.
Jocelyn, you used to sing. What do you need to sing?
Valid.
A microphone, perhaps?
Valid.
Okay, so can I get to that?
Yes, sorry.
Thank you. So basically, I just rolled out some black fondant and covered half of a lollipop stick, and that will be my stand. And then I made a tiny little microphone. I rolled out the little handle. I rolled a little ball for the microphone. I used a little tea strainer to add some texture to the top of the microphone. And then I rolled out some strips and painted them with gold luster just to add, some pizzazz to the microphone. And I did make the base of the mic stand a gold circle. I'm gonna set my microphone and stand aside for now because I wanna add one more thing to this cake. I had to set this MTV stage apart. So I'm using a bunch of different silver and gold dragées and creating a pattern on the surface of each step, just to make my cake look, funkier. It's like the 2016 MTV Awards. It can't look like last year's steps.
Those dragées do basically make it impossible to walk on the stage though. Oh god, here we go.
Jocelyn.
You can't walk on a surface that's covered in dragées.
I can. I'm a performer. I'm gonna admit it. I gave Drake's tier a little bit more love. I placed some jelly diamonds on the Hotline Bling tier. He is from Toronto, and it's not like I want to make his 30th birthday cake or anything.
What's up, Drake?
Hey Drake, why isn't that Hotline Blinging? I'm just gonna put my number up on the screen. You won't be able to miss it. Call me. I make cakes. You're turning dirty 30. We're from the same city. What's the problem here? Final step, I'm going to add my mic stand to the top of the stage beside the MTV logo, and then I'm going to add my microphone. I wanted to put the microphone on the stand. I tried, but I couldn't, so I laid it down as if it had been dropped. That was Kanye. And I added a black fondant cord, just twirling all the way down the steps. I'm going out there, guys. How do I look?
What are you actually going to do?
I think I heard someone call my name.
Nope.
I think I have to go give my speech. I just want to say thank you for watching How to Cake It. Thank you to the fans. Thanks for all the love for my t-shirts. I know you too are not a player and that you just cake a lot. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be back here next week with a new cake. Just bringing the cake to you. Tell me what you want to see me cake. I'll cake it for you. I will. I'm here to cake it on How to Cake It. The only stages I appear on are made of cake and that I can eat afterwards. We out. The stage is set. Who's gonna win? Will it be Beyonce? Will it be Drake, Justin Bieber, Adele, Kanye, or me?
Yo, you're not nominated, babe.
I feel like I was overlooked.